national level SMEs of India are. Over the next half hour, we'll find out who the top contenders for these awards are and what it takes for each one of them to be called a leader of tomorrow. The architects of India's future, the engine of its developing economy. They are the stepping stones for India's rising prowess in the global arena. Facing strife, daily turmoil and often turbulent economic climate, these 45 million cogs in the wheels of our economy work silently to make India shine on the world map. They're India's hidden gems, its unsung heroes, its small and medium enterprises. Together, these 45 million small and medium enterprises employ 101 million people across the length and breadth of our country and are growing at an astounding pace of 19% annually. With over 8,000 innovative products and a plethora of services across sectors, they dazzle the domestic and international markets, accounting for over 8% of the Indian GDP, 40% of total exports, and 45% of the country's manufacturing output. ET Now and IndiaMART launched the Leaders of Tomorrow Awards in 2010 with an aim to recognize the best of India's SME sector. In the fourth edition this year, the awards received a phenomenal response with over 1 lakh companies sending in nominations, making Leaders of Tomorrow the most significant and definitive platform for Indian SMEs.
I'm so overwhelmed that all these 4 years, the companies that have participated here and the companies who've especially been awarded, we've been able to get a lot of them to become what we actually wanted them to become. In fact, I was looking at some bit of a data for the first year and the second year winners. 60% of those companies have in fact become 3 times their size ever since they got awarded at Leaders of Tomorrow. And I think that's phenomenal.
Season 4 of Leaders of Tomorrow began with a massive call for entries program across media platforms, inviting entrepreneurs to nominate their companies for these awards. 72 of these outstanding SMEs were also selected to be showcased in an 18-week feature series on ET Now. This series explored the journeys of 4 exemplary companies from a particular sector every week. And to achieve this, the ET Now team travelled across the length and breadth of India to meet these visionaries and share their tales of entrepreneurship with millions of television viewers. Simultaneously, ET Now tied up with one of the world's most trusted names in knowledge management, Ernst & Young, to make the Leaders of Tomorrow awards process fair and transparent. As knowledge partners, EY ensured a rigorous screening process.
There's multiple filters which each participant goes through. So the very first filter is the financial performance, which is then verified and double-checked by their audited financials. So if a participant does not provide audited financial, that's my first level of disqualification. Post that, there are 2 filtering processes, which is one-on-one Q&A session, one at the regional level and one at the final level. So after going through this rigorous process, 2 jury evaluation rounds, that's how then an SME becomes a winner.
The 17 award categories this year are spread across manufacturing, services and special recognition. Manufacturing includes textiles, apparel and accessories, FMCG and consumer durables, pharmaceuticals, drugs and medical products, chemicals and petrochemicals, food and agri-products, home decor and handicrafts, engineering products, auto components, and electrical and electronics. The service categories this year include transport and logistics, IT, ITES BPO or value-added services, travel and hospitality, healthcare, biotech and hospital services, and financial, banking and allied services. And the special recognition awards this year include Woman Entrepreneur of the Year and SME of the Year for 2013. This year, Leaders of Tomorrow also increased its reach by launching the regional awards. Regional jury rounds were held at the 3 corporate nerve centers of Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru, where eminent personalities from India Inc. chose the country's most promising small and medium enterprises.
unlike a lot of countries in the whole world, India is a country of countries in my opinion. And therefore, it makes a lot of sense to go ahead, pick up companies and recognize them for whatever work they do in their particular region.
Participants were evaluated at a regional level, north, south, east, west, and we had a winner in each of these regions. In the final round, then, instead of calling top 20 participants, we only focused on those 4 winners of the region to make it more focused approach and make sure your national level winners are actually worthy of being a national winner, and at the same time providing recognition at the regional level also.
The jewels of North, South, East and West India were crowned at the Leaders of Tomorrow Regional Awards 2013. Shivinder Mohan Singh, Executive Vice Chairman, Fortis Healthcare, was the chief guest at the Regional Awards for North and East held at New Delhi. B.S. Nagesh, founder of the Trust for Retailers and Retail Associates of India, was the chief guest at the Regional Awards for the Western region held at Mumbai. And Krishna Kumar Natarajan, Chairman NASSCOM, gave away awards to the winners of the Southern region at Bengaluru. The 48 winners across all regional awards then made their way to the national jury round held at New Delhi in December 2013. So all these 48 regional winners will now be competing against each other to win the national level Leaders of Tomorrow awards. Let's take a short break at this point. On the other side, we'll introduce you to the power-packed panel of jury members we have this year who will be choosing all the winners. You are watching the national jury round of ET Now presents IndiaMART Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2013.
मुझे अपने बिजनेस के लिए 10,000 प्लास्टिक बॉटल्स की जरूरत थी।
मुझे 100 किलो फैब्रिक डाई की जरूरत थी।
मुझे 1000 हैंड टूल सेट्स की जरूरत थी।
मुझे 2000 पीसेस फैशन बैग्स की जरूरत थी।
IndiaMART के जरिए अब बिजनेस करना है आसान।
We make you find the right supplier for your business growth. IndiaMART.com.
E-learning facilities in 10,000 schools. When we join hands, miracles happen.
Here it is, what you're looking for, young man.
We make you find the right supplier for your business growth. IndiaMART.com.
Knowledge isn't merely knowing, it's knowing what you don't know.
Who you know matters, especially when the stakes are high, because there's information and there's information.
To speak with conviction, you need experience. It helps to have been there, done that.
There is an information overload. You need to separate the noise from the news, the insidious from the insightful.
There is a window to every opportunity. You time it wrong, the opportunity is gone.
To get it right is not enough. The key is to get it right and get it first, always.
No jargon, no marketees. Some of the most complex issues are best understood in simple terms.
Whose interests matter the most? To us, there's never been any doubt. It's yours, always.
Welcome back to the National Jury Round of ET Now presents IndiaMART Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2013. To find the best enterprises for the 17 award categories this year, we have an exemplary jury from diverse sectors. They've taken out time from their busy schedules to meet each entrepreneur in person and assess his or her business in great detail. Let's go meet the jury members. On 20th December 2013, 48 regional winners of the ET Now and IndiaMART Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2013 made their way to New Delhi to impress the national jury. Chaired by M. Damodran, former chairman of SEBI, the exemplary jury this year consisted of Surinder Kapoor, CMD Sona Koyo, Dhruv M. Sahni, CMD Triveni Engineering and Industries, Puneet Dalmia, MD Dalmia Bharat Group, Saurabh Srivastav, Chairman Emeritus Delhi NCR Chapter TIE, Patu Keswani, CMD of Lemon Tree, Karan Bajwa, MD at Microsoft India, and Shachindra Nath, Group CEO of Religare Enterprises.
I'm looking for people who've got a vision and who've got a strategy.
It's very important. Are they fiscally responsible? Do they have a business model that is sustainable? But more important is the innovation, the product, and how they're taking it to market. So that's what I would look at.
One is what is different about that person in his business, okay, or that lady in her business. The second is what is the level of innovation which is linked to the first, which they're bringing. How is it helping India, our country, in terms of increasing our intellectual capital? How is it adding value to the economy? What is the impact on employment and on skill creation?
How do you give them the confidence and how do you get them to expand their vision without losing that entrepreneurial research bent and innovation bent? I think that is another step which we have to guide them towards. A number of them are ready for it.
The 48 regional award winners are getting ready for a nail-biting finish at the national jury round. They are all leaders of their respective regions, but who among them will win the national level awards? As each one awaits his or her turn with the jury, the nervousness and excitement in the air are palpable.
I'm excited, and now I'll try my best to come on national level also. And this is my dream now, and I'll make it true.
Really excited, thrilled, whatever words you want to say on that, because for SMEs like us, these things are very encouraging.
There is some bit of excitement and some maybe butterflies in your stomach, I would say, but otherwise, let's hope for the best.
Being the East regional winners from the F&B category and also getting the SME of the year was a big motivation for a young entrepreneur like me and my entire team. So we're feeling nice. I mean, we are quite gaga about it. I mean, if we do crack it and we do get the national awards, even if we don't, the experience is worth cherishing.
The jury members are hard at work in their respective rooms, testing and grilling each contestant on various aspects of his or her business. From the business idea to innovation, financial success, and the long-term vision, the jury is thoroughly testing the mettle of every entrepreneur. So what is it like to meet these stalwarts of various industry sectors?
It has been thoroughly transparent. We have been informed well in advance about all the developments which are happening, and it's very structured, very systematic.
It was very interesting, the kind of questions that were asked, it was like they were trying to understand each and every aspect of our business, and some really interesting questions like, what have you done for the society?
We've done a pretty good job as far as the jury round is concerned, and that complements our performance, which is there already, in front of everybody through our presentation. I think we are the winners.
While the jury round was on, I caught up with the jury chairman on the sidelines. Here's what the former chairman of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, M. Damodran, had to say about various aspects of the Indian SME sector. Thank you for chairing the jury of the Leaders of Tomorrow Awards 2013.
Thank you, it's a privilege.
So you've met some of India's most promising small and medium scale entrepreneurs today. What were the sort of qualities that stood out for you?
I think the one quality is fire in the belly. No one can progress in this business of creating wealth and growing unless you have fire in the belly. I think there was commitment, there was passion, complete identification with what they were doing. It was not like they were doing just another job. There was pride in what they were doing.
One of the hurdles that the MSME sector in India faces is finance, is access to capital. Would you say that the credit flow policy for the MSME sector needs to be a lot more smoother than it is?
I think when banks were nationalized many, many years ago, the key statement to justify nationalization was that we ought to move from the creditworthiness of person to the creditworthiness of purpose. Unfortunately, that's not happened. Indian banking even today is largely collateral based, and unless the banking sector recognizes the merit of the proposal rather than judging the net